good morning, everyone. I just wanted to see if you wanted to come along with me while I work on my idea journal. This is an idea I got from Gela Gastonelli, and I have been working with it and playing with it, and I've enjoyed myself, and I decided to work on it some more this morning. So here's what I've got so far. So I'm gonna bring you through. I've got a book that says Jersey Diners, which is a nice book. It's about the history of diners in Jersey. And let me see if I can get y'all up here. Okay, and what an idea journal is you put your ideas in it. Like this is a flip up right here, and what I did was I just cut it out. I haven't put it down yet because I haven't decided where I want this stuff yet in here, and I put it in the left lower corner. You could also put it in the right and make a flip up. These I've done text box in the front and um mini greeting cards. Okay. Um it's an ephemera piece, of course. Also, I put these in here to remind me to use things that I get junk mail and all that. So I put these in here to remind me to do that. I am going to emboss. I'm going to make some more of these, but I made me a little template for a mini file folder. Is that not cute? Uh, a lot of stuff I'm trying to do, little minis to them and everything. Uh, this is my bag topper that I made, and I have several of those made. That whenever I get me some bags, I am gonna put stuff in them to send out to in Happy Mail or Happy Grams. I usually call them Happy Grams because Happy Mail implies that I expect to get something back from you. I don't expect anything back from anybody I send anything to. I send it to them because I want them to enjoy it. I put this in here to remind me to do die cuts. This right here is a double pocket. Um, there's a pocket here, and when I glue it down, there'll be a pocket there, and it's torn edge. Okay. So, right then here is an envelope that I made just out of scrap paper, and you can put a little something in there, some little ephemera or anything inside the envelope, and there's that. Then this is going to be a flip out. Right here, I will put a piece of material, and then I'll make it to where it would fold around the back, but it won't fold around the back on this because the material here will be glued to the back of this page, and of course the flip out is going to be as large as the page is, and it's going to come out like that, and it's going to be really pretty and all that stuff. It's not going to look like this. All right, and then a little coin envelope with a double pocket coin envelope, which, like I said, I just made this out of little scraps and stuff like that. And it's got a pocket right here in the front, a pocket right here with little tags in it. Thank you for watching, whoever you are. We should come in and say hi. Okay. Again, this is just something I put in here just to show to use junk mail and stuff like that. This is the size of an ATC card, so I've got that there. This is a die cut where I cut out a die. This is another little coin envelope I made out of a scrap sheet of paper. This was just the edge off of and then a little journal space right here. I thought that was cute. It came off of an iced tea box. So I left a little glass of iced tea there. Okay. I haven't put anything down permanently yet. I have just started this actually, so I've really enjoyed it. This is a page out of this book right here, and it has a copy of Rosie's Diner menu. This is back from way back when, and it came out of the book of Jersey Diners. And this is Rosie's Diner back when. So, and then I put, and that's where I got the tea tag from, was the little tea, because this came off the tea box, and it makes a great tag as well as journal spot. Okay. Now, this, oh, I forgot to show you this one. This is a little flag type. I just tied a little piece of scrap to it to remind me to use scraps on paper clips. Okay, now, like I said, I have made several different bag toppers. Each one of them is double-sided, and they open to fit down over a bag, so you can put stuff in the bag. Like I said, they're different ones. I'm going to put this in here because this reminds me of washi tape, how to use washi tape, how to, I can send washi tape in the mail, wrap it around a card, and send it in the mail. Well, I might send it in, I might put it in here anyway. It's not wanting to go. Maybe I need to put just one piece of washi tape on the card. There we go. I got it. All right, this right here I'm putting in here because this is a stamp, a rubber stamp, and it reminds me to use rubber stamps. I have many things, and then I got this little lace heart. This is a die cut that you roll, and the color goes in the outside, and you roll it up, and it becomes a pine cone. This is a little lace heart, and that just reminds me to use that on something, and to use 3D elements. That's what these things remind me to do, is to use my die cuts and make 3D elements with them. Like I said, I've made a few things to go ahead and put on in here. So this is my little junk box, And here are the centers of where I made my bag toppers. They're little hearts that, I can put in there. This is a made by Becky McCauley. She didn't make this one idea, but I learned how to make this little card, this little stand-up card from her. This reminds me how to make this little card. This is a piece of ephemera. This is from my 1995 Mercury Grand Marquis before it got totaled. This is also a hidden paper clip. It's got the paper clip on the back. And it's one of my stamps, and that I colored and all of that. So I'm going to put him on this page. Like I said, this is my little book to tell me what to do. what to make to put into journals and all that. Good morning, Betsy. Good morning, Janet. What do y'all think so far? Can y'all hear me okay? Yeah, unfortunately it is. It's pretty old. Not much I can do about it. I've oiled it and everything. So what do y'all think so far? This is my idea book. And it was inspired by Gail Agostinelli. This right here is a journal spot. And basically all this right here is all scraps that I've used. And I took and I made a journal spot. And all I did was I took a piece of scrap that I had left over from cutting some die cuts. I folded it in half and I folded it in half again. And then I brought it back around on itself and closed it up. I made this little bitty file folder, which I'm going to emboss. But this is my template, so I'm not embossing this one. But I'm going to make some more of these. I'm thinking about making some for Happy Mail. This here is a mini greeting card. So and as you can see, it's got embossed glitter on it. It's just a little mini greeting card. And I'm going to make some of these for my journal. And to send out, make some, because I got some cute little stamps that would be really pretty to do the, to emboss with. And basically everything in here is just stuff that reminds me what to use in journals, in a journal, what I can make. Do you have any ideas for me? And that's as far as I've gotten so far. So this is a large, like I said, this is the large envelope that I made, and I just made it out of a page in the book. And the diner itself and the menu I made it from the menu. So isn't it a great idea? I got this idea from Gail Agostinelli. And I've been enjoying so much working on it. I'm going to take me this right here, and I'm just going to take one card and wrap it, But like I said, I've got this right here because this is the size of an ATC, and that way I keep that. I got to make me an ATC coin to work with, and so I'm working on things for my journal. And see, I haven't put anything down permanent in here yet, because I've got to glue it down and put it where it belongs. But this is basically a flip out, right? And it's supposed to be the size of your page. Okay. And basically all you're doing is scoring it in thirds, and then you're going to take a piece of material and glue it right here down this edge, and it's going to, and you're going to fold it in half before you do. Yes, a tag page. Because like I said, I've got this little envelope here that I made, and this little coin envelope here, and with the little things in it, and then I have the great big coin envelope right here. So I've got an envelope. I got envelopes that I'm putting in it and different things, and I have a small amount of this right here. And what I love about it is this is a bow on it. And if you don't want the bow on it, it comes right off. Yes, it is. But some of the things, like the pockets I want to stick some things into, I want to make a bigger one. And I want to go ahead and glue it down, because this is just a torn pocket. It's just scrap paper. And I didn't ink it or anything, because I haven't inked anything in here or decorated it up real pretty or nothing like that. But see, there's a pocket here, and when I glue it down, I have a pocket behind also. So, what kind of ideas do I need to put into this? I need some ideas for journal making, to make for journals other than just pockets. Because, like I said, I'm putting stuff. It's not just about journals, but see, this right here is where I did a die cut, and I just thought it was a cute thing to have, and it had that edge on it, so I figured I would just put that on there and maybe use it somehow. Hi, Peter. How are you? Good to see you. Beth, you and Janet, would it be okay if I made y'all moderators? Thank you. I appreciate that. Peter, I am working on an idea journal. And all this is I found a book, and I got it from a bookstore that when they get newer books in, or a book doesn't sell for a while or whatever, they put them into a bin outside and they give them away. So I found this one, and I decided to make myself an idea journal. And what I've been doing is all the stuff that should be in a journal, or would look good in a journal, or be a nice thing to add to a journal, I've been putting the ideas in here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I got the idea from someone else. This is a Memory-Dex card I made, and I decorated it. People don't use Memory-Dex anymore, but I made this Memory-Dex card because I like Memory-Dex cards, but this is just an idea that I wanted to use. And I don't mind if things show off the edge of the page, because in the end it makes the book look nicer. It makes it, and that's only just what 5 or 6 pages there, and look at it already. It's already bowing. I've also been working on another journal, and these are going to be the pages for its crochet. It's going to be a crochet journal. Yes, I'm going to probably figure out a picture to put on the front that tells me what this is, and I may cover the spine, or I may not, because it says Jersey Diners, and but I'm gonna definitely put a book plate on it. Yes, that's I did that. That's, believe it or not, this is what I did for my idea journal. Okay, and I wrote down things about it. Like idea pages, like some of them are solid in here, like this front one, and the covers are solid, so I may use those to write my ideas on, and just put some lines on it to make it look neat. And like I said, in the back there's another page, 2 pages that's kind of like that. And when I get through with this page here, I still have the back of it to go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this page, and I'm actually going to put it down in this journal. Right. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about putting something that probably right in the very center here that says idea journal on it, or Teresa's idea journal. Oh yes, Beth, because I've got things like Janet, her doll that she sewed, the tag doll. I'm gonna make one of those and put in here, and some of your China dolls I'm gonna put in here, and different things, pilgrims and China dolls, and all the things that you came up with too. Ideas, ideas. It's starting. It's starting, and just think, I just started actually putting things in it this morning, and I decided, well, I've got all this stuff in here now, and I'm gonna turn on the camera, and I'm gonna come on here, because like I've got this cute little card here. I want to make a cluster out of it. It's just an empty card. It doesn't have anything in it, but it's a vintage card. It's USA. It was $1.99, and y'all know how much cards are now. Last time I looked, the cheapest card I could find was $6.95. So and I've got 3 more of my fairy cards to send out. I think I've got 3. Oh, I got to finish this one. I haven't put a fairy on it yet, but I've got these, and I did some embossing on them. I don't know if you can see it or not, because I used clear embossing, but no, it's not showing up to me, so it may not show up to y'all either. But it's got clear embossing on them, and I'm doing some fairies. I gotta find me some little words to put on them. I've got on the back of them, except for this one. I haven't written that one yet. It is 7:09 a.m. here, Peter. Hi, Nashua. How are you? It's good to see you, honey. Yes, I am. I'm getting some die cuts done that I'm gonna take the die cuts still and I'm gonna glue them onto a page and then put them in here. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I just thought, with it being fairies and everything, it would look good with the embossing. I almost used a gold embossing powder, but I decided not to because I really like the background that I have on them, the colors in it and all. So I used a clear so it would still show through. So that, you can see a little bit of the shine if I do it a little bit. But anyway, I got to finish those. I've got to send Esther another one. She never got hers. And yours is in your envelope. It hasn't been sent out yet. It'll be sent out Monday. Yours too, Janet. Yours will be sent out Monday. I haven't gotten everybody's out yet, but I am working on them. But yeah. So is there anything in here that y'all want to see? How I made it? And this is about New Jersey diners. Is all this book is about old diners and how that. Peter, do you have a YouTube channel? Peter, I'm Bess and I are in the United States, and Janet is in the UK, and Nashua, I believe, is oh gosh, I'm sorry, Nashua, I forgot. I'm good at forgetting. My mind's getting older and older. So we're from all over. We enjoy crafting together. Janet crafts on Monday mornings. Here it's Monday afternoon. Her Monday afternoon your time, right, Janet? Egypt. Yes, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot that. Yes, like I said, I think there's two of us from the U.S., one from Australia, one from England, one from Cairo. So anyway, this is what I've been doing this morning. Is I've been working on on some things. So I have my bingo card from playing with Beth last night. This chocolate cake and milk looks really good. And this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I cut this part off right here. The page number and where it says Jersey Diners. I cut that off. Then I decide what side I want to use. So I may use this one because it says 5-star and I can get the whole thing on there and the cake won't make me hungry. So is that bad, right? If I could fold straight, I'd be all right, wouldn't I? Oh no, Beth. Far from being the only one that forgets, because I definitely, that's me, I forget. Before I do that, I need to, so I'm going to leave this on the front. I'm going to pull this out. I'm not like most people. I don't have the fancy punch to make my little make my little tab thingy there. So I'm gonna just do it that way for now. I'll straighten it out later. Okay. Then I'll straighten this out and then I'll fold this up. Okay. Then I open this back out. And I cut up this line and across this one. I cut that little piece off. Hi, Rebecca. No, honey, I've been up for a long time. I couldn't sleep. So I got up and played. And then I cut this little sliver here. I cut this little sliver here. And I bring this side that I don't want showing over. And I glue. And bring that back over. And I take this piece. And I glue that. And voila, one envelope. We have an envelope. How about that? Then like the other one, I figure out what I want to use in it. Some really nice things. I thought that would make good ephemera. This is menus, but they're just the right size for ephemera for it. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it on cardstock and make ephemera out of that and decorate it vintage style. Well, it's the easiest way I know how to make one. This is a coin envelope, and it's supposed to have the flap that goes over it too, but I didn't put one on them because I want to put a tag in it with it, like I showed the other one. Beck, I'm making a journal for ideas. It's an idea journal. And what I'm doing is I make ideas up and I put them in here. Like, this is my journal spot, just out of scraps of paper. Okay, this is a flip up so you can write on it. This is a tuck spot so you can tuck stuff under. This is a mini greeting card right here. And my friend from New York sent that to me for Christmas with a set of wedding rings that she didn't want anymore. Then I've got these here. These are junk mail. And I put them in there to remind me to use junk mail. Oh, wow. Mother's Day's not until May here. We still got about a month and a half to go here, Nosh. Well, happy Mother's Day, though. Then I got this double pocket here. When you glue it down, you'll have the pocket here and the pocket here. I put this in here to remind me to use die cuts. This here is a bag topper I made. You open it up, you put your bag in, you close it up, and you know your goodies go in it. So that's my bag topper, one of them. I got about a dozen of them right now. Haven't got any bags for them yet. This is a smaller envelope like I made the bigger one just now. This is a smaller one, only I made a double pocket out of it. This just reminds me how to make stuff. And this is, and like I said, it's supposed to have the flap for over the top, but because it is a coin envelope style, but I didn't make that. This is another envelope I made. You just put little ephemera and stuff in it. This here is a page flip out, and I've got all the directions and stuff on how to do that on here. How to make the big one. This is just a miniature one. This is my mini file folder back I made. And I'm going to make some more of these in different colors in the scrap card stock that I have laying around. I just don't, that was too big of a piece just to toss it. And so I made a file folder out of it. I just cut it into the shape of a file folder. This is the actual page from the book. And here's the envelope that I made. Then this is the restaurant menu from Rosie's Diner. Everybody's heard of Rosie's Diner, right? All right, then this is actually Rosie's Diner from way back when. And I made it into a journal card. This is just a paper clip with a piece of scrap tied onto it. That just reminds me to make a flag out of paper clips to make them look good. This I learned from Aunt Beck. She made a circle card that stands up, and you pull it up, and it stands like on a table or something like that. And mine says "Live, Love, and Laugh," and I put a butterfly on it. And this just reminds me to use my precious stuffs. This is a stamp that I have, and that just reminds me to use rubber stamps on things. This is another paper clip I made. This is actually a stamp that I have that I embossed it with silver embossing powder and then colored it. This reminds me how I can send washi tape through the mail. Is wrap it around a card and It'll be flat to go in an envelope. This is the inside of the this is the inside that where I cut the inside of my bag topper out. This is where they came from, and it's just little hearts, so I can use them on other things. This one reminds me to use 3D elements, because this, when I make this, it becomes a pine cone. Like I sent you the rose, Beth. This is the pine cone, and I have 2 different sizes on that. And what you do is you roll it up. Make sure the color's on the outside, and you roll it from the outside in. This just reminds me to use 3D elements. Is basically why I'm putting this in here. And you just roll it up and roll it up and roll it up. Once you get it all rolled up, it's a 3D thing. And see that little circle piece right there? You just take and bend it down to the bottom, and you glue the rest of it to it, and then you've got a 3D piece. Okay? So now, and then the last of it is my greeting card that reminds me to make clusters and stuff from greeting cards. Don't just let them sit up there and do nothing. And then right here is where I played bingo with Beth last night, and that's my bingo card. And this is all what we had to do to make out the paper to do our art part, and I haven't done that yet. So yes, I'm thinking about taking tissue and stamping on some tissue and actually just putting it down in here. Just putting it on a page, that's just mostly words, to show what it looks like to do tissue. I did too, Beth. I had a lot of fun last night. Been better if I didn't have to jump up and down. But there's a lot of smaller pictures in here that I'm thinking about taking out and using for ephemera, because they make great ephemera. They really would. Great. Like this one says curb service, Coca-Cola. Wouldn't that make a great ephemera, a great journal card? Right. Anything to go in a journal. Look at all the ketchup. But yeah, there's a lot in this book I'm thinking about doing for, like I said, I'm doing for ephemera and all that. Like I said, I'm gonna take this one here. And I'm going to use these 3 pieces here. And I'm going to take them apart. I like the torn edge look. So instead of just cutting everything apart, I like to tear it. If I can hold it down tight enough to keep it from sliding out from under there, I'll be all right. Back under there. Yeah. Y'all have that problem? See, Beth, this is what we need to do. Tuesday nights, get together, and the ladies in our group are so smart. They come into your chat and everything. They're so smart. They could. I guarantee you, we could get lots of ephemera ideas and and book pages from their ideas. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to ink these, and then I'm going to put them down on some cardstock so they're not quite, so there'll be some good ephemera to put, maybe a paper clip or something down. And see, I don't like to throw my words away either. And then I just decide which side I want to use. And I usually take something like that, like put that on that envelope at the bottom so it shows that it's from Jersey Diners. It does. It really does. Did you see my ugly cat, Beth? The big orange one I posted? That's what my cat looked like. My Maine Coon looked like. She looked so mean. But she was the sweetest, little gentlest thing. But she didn't like dogs. Oh, thank you, Peter. I appreciate you coming. Thank you. You get some rest, honey. Go ahead, get some rest. Thank you for being here. Did Becca go back to bed? She said it was too early for her. Y'all should have put in y'all's link so that he could go to, so that Peter could go to your groups too. He would enjoy it. If he enjoys mine, I know he would definitely enjoy yours. Yours, Becca's. I just started, Peter. I just started doing live streams, so you don't have much catching up on me. But Beth and Becca and Janet all have channels. You should really go and subscribe to them. Hey, ladies, why don't you put in some your links, please? Peter, I think I met you too on one of Mary's hops. Do you have a channel, Peter? Okay, everybody, this is Peter's channel. This is Beth's channel. This is Janet's channel. And there's Becca's channel. All right, we got everybody's channel in here. Good night, Peter. Oh, you're quite welcome. That's mostly what I do whenever I can, unless I have to be on my phone. Then it won't let me do links and stuff when I'm on my phone, but I usually have help with links in everybody else's group. So yeah, I am subscribed to Peter now. I thought I had met him, but I wasn't sure about it. Okay, now I've been doing some die cutting. The envelopes keep falling over. I can't let my addresses show. So I'm blocking the addresses if y'all are wondering what I'm doing here. I was blocking the addresses on the envelopes that I have. So that it wouldn't be online. Although y'all have the y'all do have the addresses yourself. I don't want to put them on here. Okay, so anyway, I have these. I have the die to make these, and I'm working on pages for this little book. I got to make the front cover and the back cover for it. But I think it would be a cute little ephemera book to make ephemera to go in it. Of course, a little bit larger than that, but anyway, I think that would be cute. I made some things to send out. Made some flowers. So far, this is what I've got in Beth's envelope. I've got this. This right here is simply for letting you know that I'm remembering you in prayer. That somebody's praying for you, Bethy. And then you get to separate all these little weeds. I'm sending you some of my weeds. You get to separate them and have fun with them. Throw a weed or two at Joe. What do you think? You gonna tell Joe not to bring his weed eater into your craft room. These are cute weeds. No bringing the lawnmower into the craft room. I still got a few more to cut, and I'll finish those up today. I thought that made a cute tag, Beth, so I'm going to send it to you. I didn't put any ribbon or anything on it because I don't really have any ribbon that'll match that. And Janet, you're just going to have to wait and find out what you got. So I'm not showing you. I was just showing you the... And if you watch, Beth, you're getting one. So you get to roll it up yourself because it'll get squished on the way to your house if I roll it up now. I'm sending you another one, so don't glue it down. You don't have to glue it down flat. It's not a rose. This is a pine cone, though. So it's supposed to be a little bit tighter wound. he been working on that tractor, Beth? Have you caught him working on it? Just tell him you'll put sugar in the gas tank on it if he works on it before he gets your porch finished. That'll do it every time. That will straighten them up every time and they'll get things done. This is my new paints that I got me that I did not have. I had to go get some new paints so I could play. I got me candy pink. I got me sterling silver. I got me antique copper. I got cobalt hue. Not blue, hue. Rose gold. Tropic orange. Parakeet. Pure gold. And disappearing purple spray glue. So I'm gonna be ready to play. Janet, are you gonna play with paint in the morning? Because I got me some paint now. I can play with you. I can play with you now. I can play now because I got paint. Oh, yes, ma'am. Any certain kind of fabric you want for your quilt? I got one piece of really old vintage fabric. Let me see if I can locate it right quick. Here's a piece of it right here. I got this piece and it's really old. I have this piece of fabric right here. And it's got different squares, like this one's got a little house, this one's got a little heart, and this little heart one right here, Beth, reminds me of that green dress that you said reminded you of your grandmother. That reminds me of that. So would this one be okay with this piece? How big you want it? How big of a piece do you want, Beth? Hi, Candy. It's good to see you this morning. Just to fit in the envelope? Is that going to be big enough for your quilt? Okay. So if I take it and I fold it over this way and over this way and over this way, I can make it fit in the envelope. I really can. I can cut it and I can put you a piece in that envelope. You want a piece too, Janet? It's really old. It's from the 70s. Late 60s, early 70s is where that material's from. Would you like a piece of it to go with your sewing? With your slow stitching? Most people don't like it because it's orange and green and brown and all that. I will send you a swatch of it. I will. Yeah, she's already fussed at me, Candy. She fussed at me and told me to go back to bed. That's okay. I can do that, Janet. I can make it. I can make it fit. Yeah, I love the way you said that you're just gonna put that on your quilt. I want to see when you do. I can't sew anymore. My hands won't let me do the sewing. I'm do good to be able to draw. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna send you some of that for you and Beth. So if I send you one strip of it, because it repeats itself. Okay. It's got the house. It's got the orange. It's got a flower pot. It's got a heart here, and then it's just got solids, and then it repeats itself. So if I take and I cut here and send you like this much, will that be enough, Beth? There's a coffee grinder on this one. So it depends on which one you want more, the house or the coffee grinder, I guess. Because there's a house, a heart, and a flower on here. Then there's a house and a flower pot and a coffee grinder. So if I cut it here and here, just cut it down a little bit by a little bit, then we can all have a piece. Oh yeah, Janet, it's nice to have small bits. Okay, so bits and bobs are good to have. Let me get my long-legged scissors out. My long-legged scissors. Long-legged scissors cuts fabric much better than short-legged scissors, I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm just going to cut right straight down. Maybe I should have used my pinking shears. These scissors are not my fabric scissors, but my fabric scissors are not in here. Okay. Is that large enough? Because this is almost 11 inches, about 10 and a half inches, a little over 10 and a half long. And it is, where are you at? There you are. Almost 9.5 inches wide. Oh, no. Listen to me. Almost 6 inches wide. 6 this way and 9 this way. Will that be big enough piece for y'all? Janet, will that be big enough for you? Because once I fold it and I put it into the envelope, it'll be just fine. Okay. Put my long-legged scissors away and cut this with pinking shears and see if they work any better. I haven't ever used these, so I hope they're good. Oh, them things are heavy. And that big enough for you, Janet? It's going to be the same size as Bess. And I'll fold it up and put it in an envelope and get them off to y'all tomorrow. If I can get my honey to take me to the post office. And then I still have a big piece, so, you know. And all I do with my pinking shears, I don't use those on paper. I just use those on fabric. Because that's what I got them for, was my fabrics. Okay, did y'all want one of my fairies or one of my butterflies? Oh, I'm not in bed. I got my coffee, though. It's mine, Becca. You smell my coffee? Why, girl? Come here. Say hi to Sparkle. This is my Sparkle girl. She had to come in and say hi. She knows I'm up. She done got her daddy out of bed now. She's going to have the babies. In about a month and a half, she'll probably have some little bitties. We're going to have some little babies. Her and Gizmo's going to be parents. Oh, puppy feet on my paper. I'm surprised Gizmo hasn't come in and said hello yet. Yes, she is. Gizmo's furry and she's pretty. So they're going to be some interesting looking little ones. Because she's part Chihuahua and Gizmo is a Maltipoo. Puppy yard, exactly. You got a picture of her, Becca, when she was little. Did you ever finish Jughead's journal that you was making for him? Jughead and Friends. Well, that's about all I'm going to do this morning. I got to go in there and make some breakfast and fix my honey some coffee. Now, I appreciate y'all coming. Thank you all. Have a blessed day. Tanya says she'll be on today at noon. Okay, well, Sparkle's the one sitting on the blue striped cover. I think she is probably the first one that you printed out that I saw. So, I will see y'all in the chat room later on today. Have a good day, and y'all, thank y'all for being here. Bye.